you know. So I wanted to do a couple of videos just for some people that are, you know, going through changes at the moment, and just offer a little bit of insight into, what a little bit of an explanation, I guess, as to, why you might be experiencing some strange symptoms, I guess, or physical changes that might not be able to be explained, or defined by the medical practitioners and that at the moment. So things like things that can't be explained. So there's quite a few examples. Unusual things that happen with your body that may or may not be happening, and just to explain that a little bit, just to try and give some of you guys a little bit of insight into, you're not going crazy, and just to let you know what's happening on a collective level. So I suppose to explain that, the best way to explain that is to take you back when you're a little kid, little child, right? So as a baby, or as a toddler type age, where you're just cruising through life, you're fully alert, you're fully here. Like, you don't care what's going to happen tomorrow or within the next hour or two, or you only sort of, your full attention is here. It's right here. So you're having fun, you're fucking enthused, you're excited, you're what's the word, curious. You're curious about the world, you're inquisitive, you're asking questions, you're new, you're fresh. And that, if you can remember that, what that was like, you didn't have desires of and these ideas of who you are. It was, you just who you are, and that's it. You're just here to, you just are. You're just alive, and your goals in life is to have fucking fun, is to enjoy it, and run around and get, play in the mud and eat worms and fucking whatever it is you want to do, and laugh and joke and play, and these types of things, and you're just content with being in the moment. That's it. You're fully present, you're fully aware, because your attention's all here. Your attention is where you are. While you're listening to somebody, your attention's fully there. When you're doing something, your attention is fully there. You're not thinking about, how what you're doing compared to what you did yesterday was better or worse. You're not judging the thing that you're doing. You're not judging the puppy dog you're playing with as a good dog or a bad dog. You're just playing with the dog. You're having fun. You're enjoying it. You're allowing the dog to, just for an example. And from that place where we're just here. We just are. And we exist, and that's it, and that's all we need. And then we want things, and we get things, and sometimes we don't get things. And we're cool with that. And to progress from that place, we start to, the world starts to come in, the different ideas and the judgments towards us. Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing that. And you're a bad person if you do this, or as a child, or you're treated in a certain way, which then, if you're treated that way long enough, well, you start to think there's something wrong with you, or anyway, that's the start of the accumulation. So the world starts to tell you who you are, and the world pretty well wants to force you. To be who they want you to be, and who they believe you are and believe you should be, versus who you are then. And as you are, as you were then, wasn't enough at that point. And they start to project their fears onto you, and their anxieties, and their beliefs about the world, and all of these things. And so understand that each of those beliefs, ideas, and physical thoughts about yourself hold a vibration. And every thought has a physical reaction in this world, whether it be in your body, or the thought has the vibration, and the vibration it radiates out of us. It goes back out into the world and bounces back to us in the form of whatever the match to that vibration. So if you're having a thought of I'm no good, and you think it and think it and think it and think it, or you're suggested by others to believe this, it becomes your belief. So you're going to, 21 days or whatever it is, it becomes a habit, and it becomes part of the identity or your personality, as they call it, right? That becomes automatic. So that energy becomes on autopilot, or the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind takes control of that belief and wants to recreate that for you. your consciousness, which is the life energy that we are, wants you to have whatever you believe about yourself, I guess. So it's sending out, the energy of that belief, and it's going to bring things and people and situations that are a match to that vibration. So if you believe that you're no good or you're not enough, you're going to attract people that are going to believe that about you as well. And they're going to come in and confirm those beliefs. They're going to treat you with less respect than you deserve. And you're going to accept it because you believe you deserve it. You believe that, you are no good, so somebody who's no good doesn't deserve to be treated good, right? Anyway, so that's just an example, right? We accumulate, that's just one of many, hundreds of beliefs and limiting ideas we have of ourselves. And we're constantly being taught these things throughout our life. Our younger life. And we've created these beliefs, we've directed them into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind's job is just to recreate the experience of what we believe. So that keeps getting recreated, and from that becomes, I guess, more ideas of yourself. Because if somebody keeps treating you like you're a bad person or etc., and you keep believing that, eventually you're going to get sick of that, aren't you? Eventually you're going to say, no, well, I'm going to start to think thoughts that, well, I don't have to feel like, I'm a bad person or I'm not enough or whatever it is, right? You create more stories on top of that story to hide that story, and that becomes, I guess, a layer of your identity. And over top there's another layer, and another layer, and another layer, and another layer. So you're constantly avoiding those situations as they, those experiences that come from that one, let's just say, core belief underneath it all. And this is years and years and years and years of accumulation of people, and from that place, there's all sorts of ideas of yourself, pretty well infinite ideas of yourself that you can come up with in those particular situations. The accumulation of ideas of yourself is all just because you think, and that's what you've been taught, and that's what the world shows you, is to keep adding to yourself so that you're a better person, and the more you have, you're a better person, and the more you do, you're a better person, and the more you blah 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 blah, you're a better person, or and these are these ideas that we keep adding and adding and adding, these layers of energetic layers that we're constantly adding, and that doesn't work. So then reinvent a new version of ourselves. Okay, so we think about, well, what do I believe about myself now, that I'm more superior than other people, because that feels better than feeling like I'm less. So let's do that for a while. And that doesn't, you might do that for years, and that doesn't work very well. It's all of these things and accumulations that eventually you've accumulated so much of these vibrations that it's just a constant flow of beliefs. You're trapped in like a constant cycle, or cycles, I should say. Lots and lots of different cycles, and they're all intertwined. One cycle finishes, the next one starts. One cycle finishes, the next one starts, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And continue, you're stuck in this, I don't know, hell, if you want to call it that. You're stuck in this this world of pain, right? Every thought creates a vibration and a reaction in the body, and a lot of thoughts create pain in the body. They're painful. They actually vibrate at a frequency that's not a match to you, which creates discord and dissonance and pain. But you keep thinking then. Why? Because it's subconscious. You can't stop it. It's not your choice. It's been put there by society, you know. And I guess what I'm getting at is understanding any part of your personality you can let go of. Any part. What I'm saying about personality, there's nothing wrong with you. It's about the ideas and beliefs that there ever was anything wrong with you. They're the shit you let go of. You know, they're in the first place, from a place where you believe there's something wrong with you, where you're going to create these stories that maybe you're more superior than everybody else, right? Because it feels better than fucking being, than believing that you're less. So I can understand why people, you know, they start to believe that they're better than other people, and a lot of people around them are going to reiterate that and tell them, yeah, you're fucking great, mate. You're the fucking best thing since sliced bread. And, you know, they're nothing. They're nothing. You know, you're much better than them. And I guess it is what it is. It's an example. It's just from that place creates a lot of pain. Because there's beliefs on top of beliefs on top of beliefs on top of beliefs on top of beliefs, and they're all acting subconsciously, radiating out as we fucking speak right here, right now, back out into the universe and bringing you what you believe. So that's how easy this shit is. It's about the vibration that you're sending out into the world. Well, maybe I should think positive thoughts all the time, and maybe I should not think negative thoughts. And that's not what I'm saying, because we have both. To make up the personality that we are, when we were fucking born, we had both, but there was just no judgment on it. We had both positive and negative emotions, or whatever you want to call the emotions, and somebody taught us to judge the emotions. So then we had ideas, and that's where it spirals out of control. And to understand that these are, you know, they're learned behaviours. It's just somebody else telling us that as we felt, who we were at that point in time was not enough. It was wrong. And we believed that we were wrong. We believed that there was something wrong with us. We believed that we were different and that was bad, or fucking, you know, all of this shit. You know, when the truth is we were who we fucking were, and we weren't encouraged to be who we were. We were scolded because we were supposed to be like them. We were supposed to be like everybody else. Oh, we're an embarrassment because we are different, or we're, you know, whatever it is. It's not about blaming. It's understanding that it's the generation. It's the generations before us and before them and before them and before them. You know, the cycles that we've accumulated over all these lifetimes, these fucking thousands of lifetimes, these cycles. We've accumulated them, and we bring them into this, you know, I suppose, experience, if you want to call it that. And we're here to overcome all that shit. So, how do we overcome this shit? Well, be aware of it. Become aware of it. Become aware of the patterns. Become aware of the cycles. Become aware of the awareness itself. Become aware of, who you are beyond all that. Start to give attention to these little pieces and these little things and these little ideas and question them. And I guess to understand why it's gone along so for so long, is to understand that there's the higher intelligence that we are, as consciousness, as awareness. That higher intelligence is, whatever you want to call it. It's your instincts. It's your knowing. It's, speaks to you through your body. Your body has that intelligence, and it's about listening and learning to listen, learning to let go of these beliefs and listening to what your particular intelligence is saying to you. Learn to be that intelligence. Not just listen to it because you fucking are that. It's just you've been taught otherwise, and you've been taught to believe that you are, less than you are. So, and it's not about coming up with more beliefs on top of those and saying, well, I'm more than everybody else and all these types of things. Well, you can do those things. It's deeper. It's deeper, and it doesn't require any effort. It's simple. It's not hard. It's intelligence. It's not cleverness and manipulation. It just is. It's listening. It's having compassion. It's being. Just like you were when you're a little kid. Just be. Just fucking be. Just be. And that's it. Have your own opinions of yourself. Have your own judgments of yourself. If you even want to have judgments, you don't have to. You can just be, and that's enough. And let go of all the other shit. Clear it all out. There is no right or wrong. Your particular consciousness, fucking soul, fucking whatever you want to call, the higher self. Lots of words for it. Doesn't matter. It's what it is for you. Whatever it is for you. Learn to listen to that. And move towards it. Move into the fear. Fear's there. Move in towards it. Fear is just thoughts that have been subconsciously programmed, and the feeling of fear is the body's reaction, physical reaction to those thoughts. Like I said, a lot of those thoughts are subconscious, so they're energetic. They haven't become, they're outside of awareness possibly at this point. They're more of an emotion. They could be like an emotion, and behind the emotion could be, just a painful energetic memory that you've held on to. And becoming aware of that, you can see, okay, so there's the pattern. That's it. Notice it. And just be. Take a breath. Stop. And that's it. Notice. Notice the pattern. Don't give any attention to it. The emotion might come up, and it might be trying to grab your attention and tell you, oh, I need to be scared. If it's a situation where the reality of it is you need to, get out of there, we'll get out of there. You need to say something, we'll say something. Otherwise, if there's nothing there, you can drop it. You can drop the ideas. Be in the fear. Just let the fear be there. Stop resisting it. Stop fighting it. Let it be there. You release it. You release that vibration from your being, right? You release it from your subconscious. And what's under that is just you. It's just the part of you that I guess you might have been denying, the part of you that was, let's just say, for lack of a better word, missing. The part of you that you've denied is there. The part of you that was rejected when you were a child is there. And if you release the pain around, or the emotion around that, freeze it. Freeze it. It's as simple as that. Recognize these patterns. Be present, be fully here when the pattern comes up. Notice the trigger. Notice the thoughts. You don't have to do anything about this shit. You don't have to do anything about anything. And what I'm getting at is these symptoms and these things are, they're of that same intelligence, that same intelligence that runs the body, the same intelligence that runs everything physical you see, the same intelligence that you are, That intelligence, if you want to, I suppose, talk about the higher self and the ideas of why we're here and things, why are we here? It's to let this shit go. It's to let go of all the baggage that we've carried, all these ideas and thoughts that we've accumulated, and these old vibrations. We can only do that right now. Right now. It's about choosing the now. Every time. Because all these thoughts and emotional patterns are designed to resist right now. They're designed. The fears are fears of the future, so we're always in the future. And then you've got the worries and things, they're the past. Which, your attention's in the past. It's understanding that all these thoughts and patterns are designed to keep us away from the present, to stop us from looking at the present. Because if we accept the present and we dissolve the present, we can dissolve these patterns in the present if we're willing to accept, firstly, their patterns, and which specific patterns they may be for you, depending what they are and what's happening in your life at this point. And accepting that, once you realise that, if you choose the present moment, you choose to face those, what, for lack of a better word, uncomfortable feelings, walk forward anyway. Take the first step, walk forward, take another step, breathe, stop, walk forward again. And these things are going to sit you on your ass. You are going to feel uncomfortable. You may have physical symptoms because you're releasing old vibrations from your body. Everything that was energy, was a thought, has manifested already. So you've already manifested all of these belief systems and things are going to be in your physical body or in your physical world. So if you believe things around, I don't know, for example, life's hard. It's a belief. Life's hard. Life always goes to shit for me. I don't know. That could be a belief of yours. Everyone is specific, has their specific patterns that they're overcoming. Life's hard. You're gonna have that. You're gonna radiate that energy. You're gonna create that. You're gonna attract those people that are around you that are gonna complain about life a lot. And if you believe them that life is hard, well, it's gonna be fucking hard, isn't it? And your body's gonna start to. You're gonna be. Your body's gonna manifest that. So your body's gonna struggle. Your body's gonna find everything hard because you're telling it. You've already programmed it. Well, you haven't. I guess you've already. It's just the way that world was, right? And your subconscious mind believes that and has recreated that in your body. So you're going to have sore shoulders from carrying the fucking world around because it's so hard. Life's so hard. Or you're going to have a hunch in your back, or, you know, physical symptoms. You're going to have physical symptoms. So if you're going through what I call ascension, and this is proven by science, you know, what I'm about to say, and the physical fucking universe, world, whatever, vibrates at a certain frequency, the frequency of nature itself, right? It's the frequency that monks get to, you know, when they go up in the mountains and they meditate and all this stuff that they do, right? And they let go of all the shit, all the shit energy, and then they sit in a frequency of nature, of peace, right? And they vibrate that out, attract more of that. So to understand that the higher intelligence, right, that we all are, I guess is being known, is making itself known. It's our higher selves are coming out, our best selves are coming out. We're realizing we're more than the body and the mind, these physical bodies and this physical mind. We are more, and we're being shown that we are more. And from that place, you know, your mind might say, well, if you knew physically in this experience what I'm talking about, your mind is going to say, well, there's nothing here. This is boring. And you'll have the emotion that's attached to it. To see this peace. Well, this is too peaceful. This is uncomfortable. I don't like this. You know, and why would you even fucking say that? You know, because everybody wants peace. It's understanding that is a belief that's pulling you out of that state of presence, of who you are. And you know, it's not like I don't know, it's not like a weird thing. We're all a bit weird, you know. The word weird, there's a judgment placed on weird. Well, we're all unique. We're fucking unique. We're all different, and we all have these different experiences beyond the body experiences, beyond the mind experiences, and we all have experiences of what is beyond those. And to understand that for yourself is to understand it for yourself. Nobody else needs to understand that for yourself or experience that. Only you can do that. And once you've done that and share it, you know, people might judge and people might say these things, you're weird and whatever, but fuck them, you know. It is, this is why we're here, and that's what I'm saying. We're breaking out of these patterns. Where when I go back to the monk, right, he's vibrating at a certain frequency as the earth. Well, let's just say the higher intelligence that we are as one has decided at this particular lifetime, after thousands of lifetimes stuck in those cycles, we're breaking out of those cycles. This is where we've all made this decision. We're going to come here in this particular life, right? This life, and we're going to fucking experience all of those cycles. And then we're going to break out of them. We're going to break out of these codependent patterns and these addictions and all these fucking things. You know, we're going to overcome them. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're not going to do it. We don't have to do anything to deserve that. Because we are that. We are freedom. We are fucking love. We are peace. It's just letting go of all the stories that we're not, you know. And part of us, yeah, we have a physical body and we do have these minds, or what people call, you know, ego. That's part of it. It's part of it. We've just attached all these emotions, you know, emotional ideas to this identity. And understanding that that's why we're here. We're here to learn to let go. We're here to learn to surrender to something higher than ourselves, which is also ourself. To know that on a deepest level. Understand that and let go of all the ideas that don't fit anymore. With that, people that aren't ready for that, they'll just fall away. Just let them go. Don't fight. Don't fight it. Understand that this is our, I guess, for lack of a better word, birthright. This is what we're here for. We are learning from you know, different perspectives about who we are. We let go of who we're not, and when we realise that from that place we can just be whoever we want to be. We can create whatever we want to fucking create. We can have whatever we want to have. It's letting go of the need for the thing. Letting go of the trying, the constant fucking battles, the trying. I want this, I want this, I want this. You might be wanting something, but your energy, your subconscious mind is already programmed in there from a young age that you're fucking afraid of it. So it's going to resist you. So it's your conscious mind is fighting with your subconscious mind. It's understanding that in the present, if we're aware of this fight, we're aware of this stuff, and we can step into the present moment. We can be the presence. We can be the present fucking moment, and we can stay there. If you can understand, and it's, you know, this is the right path, I guess, for you, well, you'll already be on your way to understanding and learning exactly, for lack of a better word, how to realise that or how to do that. But it's a realisation, it's not a doing. It's just a realisation. It's a different way of being here now, present, right in this moment, as opposed to in the mind, which is future, past, fear and worry. You know, we're letting all that shit go. They're lower vibrations. And like I said, because the whole universe is starting to, well, you know, we've made that choice that this is what we want to experience, and that the actual vibration of the world and the fucking universe is changing. It's starting to vibrate at a higher frequency. It's happening. It's out of our control. It's completely out of our control, but also this is part of why we came here to experience this. So we can let go of trying to control everything, because it's already taken care of. And understanding we don't need to do anything. We just be and create and laugh and play and have fun and enjoy each other, you know, and let go of all of these judgments and fucking hatred and all this shit that we've accumulated, because it's not us and it's not going to be part of us for the future. And right now, this is what we're doing. And when I say doing, we're just being, because it's already happening for us. And if we resist that, it's not resistance of life itself, the life energy that has that intelligence flowing through you and knows, resistance to that is going to just cause you a lot of fucking pain, a lot of fucking suffering, unnecessary, and you won't win. It's not about winning, losing, it's just about allowing and letting life flow. So it's understand that as everything vibrates at a higher frequency, it's going to, let's just say, things at a lower frequency that are part of your energy and part of your subconscious mind, the fears and the things that don't want to be found out in your energy, the ideas and beliefs about yourself that you deny and you don't want to know about, you've hidden them in a fucking closet and thrown away the key. Them things, they're coming out. And it's going to happen whether you like it or not. It's about acceptance of these things. Looking at these patterns when they come up. Go through the process. Name it. Name the pattern. And do what you want anyway. Fear or not there, fear or no fear, whatever's present is okay. Whatever you're feeling is okay. And not to let those emotions stop you, And you realise this, and you can have different experiences to the cycles that have been repeating themselves through your life, and you can move into different, I'm not even going to say cycles, but just different way of being, where the cycles dissolve. All of those cycles dissolve. You free yourself, and you just hear, and you're in the now. You're in the now, and then you're back into your mind again, and then you're back in the now again, and then you're back in the mind again, and you're back in the now again. And the gaps become bigger. You stay in the now longer because it's better. It's who you are. You're present. You're here. You're creating. You're having fun. Like I said, the mind drags you into the past. It drags you back to the future to fear what's going to happen. What happened in the past. Your mind is worrying about what is. Scared that it's going to happen again type shit. And letting go of all that shit, because we're attracting our vibration. And we don't have to recreate new vibrations. We can use our mind to recreate a new vibration, which is called manifesting, We use our minds to create. It's what's called fucking daydreaming. We daydream about how great something is, right? We're sending that energy out into the world, and all we have to do is sit back and allow and watch and listen and be present. And look for the signs, look for the synchronicities. Part of that, I guess, vibration of the earth and the fucking universe rising, the frequency is rising whether we like it or not, and people that want to stay in these lower vibrations are going to fucking hurt. They're going to feel it. They're going to take it out on you. You might realise things about what you believe about yourself that might come up, that might, you might look at them and you might be able to let them go, This is what it's about. And let those painful emotional patterns go. Bloody guilt and shame, the fucking different types of anger and things, these types of things that you've been, not willing to look at because they're painful. Well, these things, we're being forced to face them and understand that everybody as a collective are vibrating out these certain vibrations, energy into the universe. It's bouncing back and reflecting their fears. So what are they going to experience? More fears. And if you hide those fears, they're eventually going to come out, and that's what's happening. They're coming out. They're coming out. The fears of these things are manifesting. They're becoming physical. And we're being faced to release these old emotional patterns, which releases the thought patterns around the fear, around the emotion. We stop attracting. Well, it's not that we stop attracting, we just don't fucking care, because it's like, well, we don't feel that reactive pattern anymore when that situation arises. So then we're chilled, we're at peace with it. It's okay to feel that emotion, and that's what it's about. Any emotion is okay, any thought is okay. It's the resistance to it all that creates the suffering, right? Because we believe it's part of ourselves and we don't want to look at it, so then we deny it, so then we suffer. Not part of ourselves, it's part of our conditioning. Every part of our conditioning we can let go, and we don't have to try to let go. It's already taken care of. You just have to be here and experience the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows, and, you know, release each one. Surrender it. Give it back. Accept it. It'll release itself when it's the right time. The timing is, you know, there is no coincidences. There is no such thing as, these are all beliefs. Everything happens exactly how it's supposed to happen, in fucking perfect synchronicity. And it's just, we're just letting go of the unconscious creation of everything. We're letting go of all those old subconscious patterns, and we can start realizing these things. We realize how great we are. We realize how we are as we are, and how, you know, how fun we are, and how exciting we are. And, you know, these things, they just come in. They're realizations. They're not beliefs. They're realizations that, fuck, we've always been this. We've always been great. We're amazing. We're fucking amazing human beings. We're fucking, you know, the body is amazing. The mind, what we can do with the mind is amazing. You know, all these things, and we have these realizations, and that vibration sends out into the universe, and what comes back? More amazing shit. You know, and we accept that, and we attract more of that, and we live that, and we be part of that. We become part of a new way of being. We become, you know, our bodies start to adapt, right? So like I was saying, there's different symptoms. There'll be symptoms. There'll be, you know, sicknesses and things that you can't explain. Ringing in the ears. Ringing in the ears is that high vibration. Is the higher vibration of newer ideas that are being placed in your mind, for lack of a better word. Placed there. You know, these epiphanies, these new ideas of who you are. Expansive ideas. You know, ideas that, fuck, wow, that's fucking great. You know, as opposed to the other beliefs that were there. So understand, if you're going through these symptoms, and there can be a lot of different symptoms. Your body can vibrate like crazy energy going through your body. And there's so many. You can get sick. You can get you know, pains in places where you haven't had before, and your body is letting go of all these old. If you're letting go of things energetically, your body's starting to let go of the physical component of that, which is usually toxic shit in your body. Toxic, you know, your muscles are releasing. You're letting go of all the toxins you've been holding on inside your muscles. You're wanting to start to, I don't know, exercise more, which is triggering, you know, soreness and things that you haven't been aware of because you've ignored it. Physical symptoms, lots of physical symptoms, and it's okay. It's the thing, it's okay. This is all part of it. There's nothing to be fucking afraid of. There's nothing to be scared of. If you're going through this just means that you're going through transformation. You're letting go of a lot of old shit, and you're realizing new and better things about yourself and your capabilities and who you are, and that vibration's going out into the world and coming back. coming back as the physical thing, as physical thoughts coming back, physical people coming back to you. You know, the thing that you want might come. The thing that you wanted fucking 20 years ago might just show up because you've let go of what the old beliefs that were attached to that emotion, which were attached to a memory. You know, you've forgiven yourself. You've forgiven an old memory that was there. You've forgiven people in the past because they have no control of what they had, no control of what they were doing. Doesn't mean you have to get back in their lives or anything. It just means that forgive and let go of that energy for yourself, because that energy is heavy and it's you don't need it, you know. And a lot of the times we let go of these things and we forgive the person for whatever reason. We forgive them, and or we gain a new understanding of things, and we're able to, let's just say, for lack of a better word, convince ourselves or retrain ourselves that, you know, that old perspective doesn't work anymore. We can let that vibration go, and the other vibration, the new epiphany that comes in is the the best version of yourself, I guess. You know, and that'll lock in, and that'll vibrate in the universe. It'll vibrate out into the fucking world, and you know, you'll attract that as opposed to what you were, you know. And you realise, I guess, it's not about there's a point where it's actually gonna end, or it's gonna get better, or it's gonna, you know, these types of things. It's there is no timing. There is no specific rules. It's whatever presents itself for you is your reality. If it's the patterns, well, there's the pattern. There's the reality of that pattern. It's not who you are. It's the pattern. Okay, there's the pattern. So I'll let that pattern go, and I'll move forward in the direction that I want to go, as opposed to what the pattern's telling me to go. And it's about having that expanded awareness. You know, so to be able to sit, train your body to sit still, because the body's always wanting to do things. You know, allocate some time for your body to be fully present, and just notice everything's going to come up when it's supposed to come up, and exactly when it needs to come up, because there is no right or wrong. There is no there's no need to control it. There is nothing wrong. Whatever emotions are there is nothing wrong. However you're feeling, whatever ascension symptoms are coming up, there is nothing wrong. You might want to go and check it out at the doctor's, and the doctor says, no, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. Well, yeah, you can feel the physical symptoms, but modern medicine isn't going to explain this, because this is the unexplainable. This is the beyond belief. This is beyond our realm of reality at the moment. This is moving into a new paradigm. This is moving into new awarenesses of what we are and who we are and why we're here. Because we're here to enjoy life. You know, we're letting go of these addictions and attachments to people and things, and we're letting go of all this shit. Our attachment to them is only a story that we tell ourselves about the thing, which is related to who we think we are. So we're letting go of that emotional attachment, because each thing creates, well, we believe it creates an emotion. It doesn't. It creates an emotion. It triggers an emotional pattern. Whatever the thing is or person triggers an emotional pattern. From that place, we can choose. Well, do I want this to be part of my life anymore? Yes, no. Simple. Make the choice. Move in the direction you want to go. Move. Don't sit. Don't procrastinate. Fucking move. Go. And your body's been trained to procrastinate, to sit, to hum and ha, and to doubt, and all these things, and we don't need it. understand and trust that there is, like I said, that there's a higher awareness of ourselves that we're becoming aware of. We're becoming aware of that we can create exactly what we fucking want. We can be who we want, we can create who we want, we can have what we want. It's about letting go of everything that we're not. Letting go of all those energies and things that, ideas of everybody else gave us and tried to tell us we were. If we can let go of all that shit, we can just do what we want. And the thing about it is a paradox. Let go of that shit and you won't care if the thing comes